Yeah, so the governor's office detailed the specifics of her child care proposals today while outlining her proposed budget for the year. The biggest change would be a new framework to split the cost of child care into three parts. So families would pay roughly a third of what they pay now, their employer would pay a third, and the state would pay a third. The idea of sharing the cost of childcare between the family, their employer, and the state started in Michigan under Governor Gretchen Whitmer. In 2021, they created TriShare, and companies that opted in say they immediately noticed their workers missed fewer days to care for their kids, like this manufacturer in Standish, Michigan, called Vantage Plastics.
This is one way that we are able to give back to our employees, and it's great for both sides. Great for the employee because they're getting licensed daycare that's dependable, and it's great for Vantage because we get employees that come to work every day and do a great job for us.
Once it took hold in Michigan, the idea spread to North Carolina, Kentucky, Indiana, Ohio, and New York. Advocates are hoping Arizona becomes the next state on the list.
Childcare is a public good. It is not a Democrat issue or a Republican issue. It is a workforce issue, and it affects everyone. I think that this is a great start for Arizona, and just really, really excited that the governor put this forward.
The proposal from Governor Katie Hobbs would apply to households making $150,000 or less with a kid under the age of 6. If their employer opts in and agrees to pay some of their child care costs, the state would match up to $400 per month per child. That means the average family would go from spending $1,200 a month on care to $400 a month.
This is really exciting. This is historic. She's the first governor since the recession that has invested in child care and early childhood education, especially including funding through the general fund. So this is a big deal.
A big deal, even though it's a relatively small part of the budget, $7 million a year. The governor says that would set up the partnership, create an after-school grant program for kids 5 through 12, and set up a corporate tax credit to incentivize businesses to create child care facilities of their own. Now, the governor's budget also calls for another $191 million for an existing child care subsidy program for low-income families. Since August, the state has had to put families on a wait list, and this money would cut the wait list in half, and it would enable the state to provide assistance for more than 25,000 kids.